Today we're going to take a look at the 2022 Honda Metropolitan scooter. We'll talk about where this bike fits into Honda's current scooter model lineup. We'll go over some of its specs and features, and we'll start it up for you too so you can hear what it sounds like. And if you guys find any info in this video helpful, or you just like scooters in general and want to show your support, please take a second and hit the like button for YouTube's algorithm, as it helps more than you guys know. Now, where does the Metropolitan fit in Honda's current scooter model lineup? At the moment, Honda only makes 4 scooter models for the US market. They make 15 plus different models for different corners of the world, but for us, it's just 4. You have the Ruckus that shares the same engine size at 49 cc's as the Metropolitan, but you jump up in price from $24.99 to $27.99. Then you have the PCX 160 at $37.99, followed up by the ADV 150 with the highest price tag at $42.99. Now keep in mind, the pricing and pictures I showed for each of those models are from 2021, as Honda hasn't announced those 2022 models yet. And on that note, Honda also isn't done with adding new models to the lineup for 2022, so keep an eye out for those sneak peeks soon over at HondaProKevin.com, as well as more information on the Metropolitan that'll be linked below. I want to take a quick second and say thank you to Southern Honda Powersports for opening their doors to me and allowing me to come pick through their inventory for these videos. They are a massive Honda Powersports dealer here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, with tons of inventory from new Hondas to used Harleys and everything in between that they sell to people from all over the USA. So check out the link in the description below and head over to their website to see if they can save you some money on your next toy. And now that we've got that out of the way, let's jump into a little bit more info on the Metropolitan. You have 2 color options for 2022, and they are called Coastal Blue and Pearl Soft Beige. You don't have any model options or variations like ABS to choose from with the Metropolitan, so your MSRP is $24.99 across the board. Now let's get to a few numbers. The Metro has a curb weight of 179 pounds, and that's full of all fluids ready to ride. It has a 28.3 inch seat height, so it's pretty easy to throw your leg over, and with a 1.2 gallon fuel tank at the rated 117 miles per gallon, it puts your range at around 130-ish miles before you're walking. And next up is the engine. It's a 49cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder 4-stroke with an overhead cam 2-valve design. Its bore and stroke is 39.5 by 40.3 millimeters with a 12:01 compression ratio, and a tiny 19 millimeter throttle body helps feed this tiny fuel-injected engine with air. Thankfully, this engine doesn't require a lot of maintenance to keep it going, as is the case with most Hondas, but your first service is due at 600 miles and then every 4,000 miles from there. Now, of course, it has an electric starter, as with almost everything nowadays, but it also has a backup kickstart, something that used to be standard on almost everything, but not anymore. To propel this automatic scooter, Honda uses a V-matic CVT setup that is fully automatic. You just twist the throttle and go. Unlike the DCT and HFT automatic transmissions from Honda, you don't have to worry about finding neutral and drive or different modes. With the Metro, you start it up and do nothing but twist the throttle to go, and then you have your front brake on the right side of the handlebar and your rear brake on the left side. And while we're on the topic of brakes, you have a single 95 millimeter mechanical drum up front, and on the rear it's a single 110 millimeter drum, which also houses your parking brake that operates via the tiny lever by the rear brake lever up front. The Metro also has Honda's CBS, combined braking system. It's a linked braking setup, so that way when you activate the rear brake, CBS automatically adds a little front brake in there as well to help you stop. And now when it comes to the suspension, there isn't much, but this isn't something you're buying to take off jumps or go road racing with. It has a simple, non-adjustable 26 millimeter fork up front with 2.72 inches of travel and a single shock in the rear with 2.36 inches of travel. And those ends are attached to 10-inch wheels with matching 80 by 100 by 10 tires. And next up, how about storage? That's a big one when you're scooter shopping, and thankfully Honda added some storage space to the Metro a few years back in its last redesign. You have 22 liters of lockable storage under the seat, enough room for a helmet and a place to stash your groceries or books and stuff. You know, everything you need for that cross-country trip.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.
You also have a inner storage bin that can hold a 1-liter bottle and a hook for you to secure a bag up front. Now Honda does have a few accessories available for it as well, with a rear trunk and of course a rear trunk attachment kit, followed up by a rear carrier and an outdoor cover as well. It's not much, but at least it's something, as some models don't get any official accessory love from Honda at all. If you're looking for Metro accessories, I'll have a link below with some aftermarket and OEM options for you to check out. And next up, we'll start it up and show you guys what this beast sounds like. And that's the 2022 Honda Metropolitan. What do you guys think about it? Do you think it's a bargain at the $24.99 MSRP? And what do you guys think Honda needs to change on these to sell more of them? They've tried to make them a bit more manly with some of the color choices and accents, which help a little bit, but what do you guys think overall? And that's it for this video, guys. Thanks again for watching and for all the support lately. I really appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one.